For today's topic, I am going to provide you the latest update at the U.S. Embassy in Manila. So before I discuss the latest processing updates for non-immigrant visas and immigrant visas, let me provide you the reason for the existence of U.S. embassies abroad. If you are a U.S. citizen living in the Philippines, the U.S. Embassy in Manila was established to serve your needs. So there are several services available for U.S. citizens living abroad. If you are a U.S. citizen living in the Philippines, there are services available to you. Some of these services are first emergency services. For example, you got arrested or you got involved in a crime or you became a victim of a crime. Other services are financial services. Also, there are legal and medical resources available to you. You can also avail of federal programs such as filing a tax return or collecting Social Security. However, when you avail of these services, you must secure an appointment from the U.S. Embassy because they are not accepting walk-ins. You can also avail of federal programs such as the IRS programs if you needed help in filing an income tax return abroad. And there are also services for veterans. If you wanted to be safe and secure abroad, you must enroll in the STEP program. This is recommended for those who are traveling abroad. Let's move on to the visa operations update. Please take note that the U.S. Embassy in Manila is prioritizing travelers with urgent travel needs. For example, if you're applying for a tourist visa and there is no urgency in getting the tourist visa, then you will not be in the priority list. Also, there are certain applicants of visas who are in critical categories. For example, temporary workers. So these are being prioritized when giving a visa. The first priority are students and exchange visitors. The second priority are temporary employees. There are several categories of temporary employees. These are the categories. First, H-1B visa applicants. These are mostly from the healthcare or technology industries. Second, H-2B. These are for seasonal agricultural workers. And L visa applicants are for intra-company transferees. Also, another observation on the visa operations update is that the U.S. Embassy in Manila is no longer posting updates for documentarily qualified individuals in certain immigrant visa categories. So that means you won't be able to see any more updates in the U.S. Embassy website, but instead, you must go to the USCIS processing, and depending on the form that was filed on your behalf, then you can see the updates for that certain category of visa. Also, there are service locations abroad where the visa was received and being processed. So it will affect whether you will be given a visa faster or longer. So depending on the type of visa and also the service locations. So instead, you must go to the USCIS website and go to the processing to see the updates depending on the form that was filed on your behalf or depending on the petition. To check the processing times at the USCIS website, there are three categories. First, you must know the form. For example, for immigrant visas, the form is petition I-130, which is the petition for alien relative. For the form category, this is like the person filing the petition. For example, U.S. citizen filing for a spouse, parent, or child under 21 years of age. And the field office, for example, California Service Center, it is 10.5 months. For Nebraska, it's also 10.5 months. For Potomac Service Center, it is 12 months. For Texas Service Center, it is 11.5 months. And then for Vermont, the processing time is 16 months. Let's move on to the visa wait times for non-immigrant visas. For the visa wait times for non-immigrant visas, I noticed that they have indicated whether you are going to be required an interview or you will be entitled for the interview waiver. So let me explain the latest update for the visa wait times at the U.S. Embassy in Manila. Here are the different types of non-immigrant visas and then the corresponding appointment wait time. Interview will be required for applicants for F, M, and J, and the wait time is 15 calendar days. Interview will also be required for temporary workers, HLOPQ, and the wait time is 21 calendar days. Interview will be required also for crew and transit applicants, 21 calendar days. For B1, B2 applicants, first time interview will be required and the wait time is 144 calendar days. There is an interview waiver for F, M, and J as well, and the wait time is 1 calendar day, and also for other temporary workers, 1 calendar day. And also there are interview waivers for crew and transit. The appointment wait time is 39 calendar days. Now, for those of you who are going to renew their visitor visa, there is an interview waiver and the appointment wait time is 1 calendar day. If you are applying for a non-immigrant visa, there are interview waiver for certain visa categories. So depending if you are a first-time applicant or renewing a visa. So for all U.S. visa tourist applicants, first-time applicants for tourist visas, you will always need an interview. So you must schedule an interview online. For B1, B2 renewal or tourist visa renewal, so it depends on your eligibility. So if you are eligible for a renewal of a tourist visa, you don't need to appear for an interview, but still you must schedule an interview online just in case you were found out to be not eligible for the interview waiver. Now, which visa categories are eligible for the interview waiver? This policy has been in place for the last 2 years or during the pandemic. So the authorization to waive the in-person interview for applicants renewing a visa in the same classification. So this is the requirement. The visa must be in the same classification and it must expire within 48 months. So it is actually 4 years of the prior visa's expiration and was previously authorized to remain in place until further notice. Take note that the no interview waiver is applicable for first-time applicants and those renewing the visa in the same classification. These are the list of visas: temporary agricultural and non-agricultural workers, students, academic exchange visitors. Also, certain beneficiaries of approved individual petitions for non-immigrant temporary worker visas. Other classifications of visas are persons in specialty occupations or H-1B visas, trainee or special education visitors or H-3 visas. Also, intra-company transferees or L visas. In addition, individuals with extraordinary ability or achievement or O visas. Also included are athletes, artists, and entertainers or P visas. Also, participants in international cultural exchange programs or Q visas and qualifying derivatives. This means that the waivers are authorized by a determination of the Secretary of State with the concurrence of the Department of Homeland Security. Before scheduling any appointment for non-immigrant visas, the first rule is that you must pay the visa fee first. If you're applying for a non-immigrant visa and you paid an MRV fee before October 1st of 2022, you must schedule an appointment before September 30, 2023, or if you're qualified for the interview waiver, you must submit an interview waiver application as well before September 30 of 2023. Good news for those who have paid the application fee but have been unable to schedule an appointment or have an appointment many months from now. You now have an opportunity to schedule or move up your appointment. Another important announcement is that if you have made your visa MRV fee payment prior to October 1st, you must schedule your visa appointment or submit an interview waiver application before September 30 of 2023 if you are eligible for an interview waiver. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you guys for supporting my channel. And if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.